Hey, what's up YouTube? This is We All Juggle Knives with another knife review. Now this knife is the Sanrenmu H03. Now the built-in cap lifter will be the most important feature for all the alcoholics out there. Now I'm kidding. Do not get this. Do not get this if you're recovering. It's got an opening hole like Spyderco would. It's a slip joint. There's no lock except for friction. Now the blade itself is 2¼ inches, and the steel on that is 8CR13 MOV. Now the edge on this has been convexed by me. Okay, it does not come like that. I felt I had to do that because the edge that this came with was pretty, it just wasn't up to my standards. Now here is the Spyderco Ladybug, and as you can see the handle is kind of scratched up because I actually use this and carry it around. It's very handy. And with this H3, I suppose I was thinking of getting something kind of small like this Ladybug, but not as expensive. You can get the H3 for $15 including shipping. And that's if you want it delivered, within a week from Amazon. If you want it for less, you can actually get it for way less if you're willing to have it delivered all the way from China. Did I succeed in getting a cheapo version of the Ladybug? Yes and no. The Spyderco knife has a lock, right? And this does not. That could be a benefit in some countries, but not in my country where both are equally legal. And like I said, the edge on this really was not up to par. One of the great things about the Spyderco Ladybug is that it's like a scalpel. You could probably do surgery with this thing. This thing, unfortunately, the geometry of the relief grind was bad. Like I said, I've already modified this, so this is here just to have something to show you. But the way it came, the relief grind, which is what most people would think of as the actual edge, the relief grind was too narrow, and the secondary bevel, or the edge bevel, was too thick, resulting in a pretty crappy cutting, slicing profile. It could cut paper, but it would get hung up a bit, Again, nowhere near what this Spyderco can do. So I did sharpen and reprofile the edge, but I don't know, it kind of took the fun out of it. I mean, what's the use of something that's cheaper than the Ladybug if you have to put in like an hour of work? Now I've only put in 15 minutes of work on it so far, but it's not scalpel sharp yet, and I don't know how long it would take me to make it as scalpel sharp, but I consider my time valuable. So if I have to spend an hour, I mean, how much do you get paid per hour? Add that to the price of the knife. So yeah, I think you see where I'm coming from, but would I consider it not worth it? It's really hard to take a knife that's $15 shipped. Probably you could get it for way cheaper on other sites if you want to wait for the shipping. It's really hard for a knife not to be worth $15. I mean, unless it's obviously just broken or defective, which it was not. So is it worth $15? Yes, but is it worth that to me? Not really. Oh, and I also checked with one of my homies on here who also has this knife, and it was not just me that got the crappy bevel geometry and edge geometry. His was the same way, so it's not a fluke. They just don't come super sharp. The opening ergos are not that good either. Like on this Spyderco, I can open it. I'm left-handed, but I can open it safely with my right, even though this is super sharp. But with this, I find it kind of difficult to open with one hand. It's really slippery. I don't know. I just prefer to open it with two. So yeah, the quest goes on for a semi-disposable but useful folder that I can put in like backup kits and so forth. That's what I wanted it for. Backup small kits, backup keychain kits. I wanted like a budget version of this. So yeah, that's my final thoughts. It's alright, if you have extra time to diddle around with the edge, if you want to, if you're up late at night, and you just want to sharpen something for a while or reprofile it, sure, it's alright, but a little bit disappointing. Okay, this has been We All Juggle Knives. I'm out.